E.
Okay, so this is going to be backdated to. Look at my notes again. It's after it's like during the week of our salvage, and before Lorne talks to Other Joy. So somewhere in there, just placing it as that first week of salvage.
Okay,
So during
so
her time in between, like her time off of, her rest time, I guess.
yeah. So
And
Minerva is Minerva doing Minerva things.
mm-hmm.
Um, both sensors are still disabled. TM. So yeah, if you'd like, you could roll a straight awareness
Okay.
when you first come in.
Also, since we're filling stuff up with salvage, that all goes in the other three rooms first, right?
Yeah. So it actual the salvage stuff first goes into the cargo holds of the Rossi, which
Yeah, like
aren't really cargo holds.
Lorne's losing her
Like
dance
old,
room, basically. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like this is where all the stuff goes first,
Okay.
because this is like these skeletal parts of a Rossi.
Yeah.
But then these rooms get filled up. Well, the other hangars get filled up then.
Yep, there goes dance room. Dance room number 5. Because she usually does her dancing over in this one over here.
E.
Okay. So she. Oh yeah, you said awareness. So let me roll that. Or
Only if you would
attention.
like to.
Of course. Pachow. 3.
Okay, so 3 successes.
Yeah.
You are able to determine that before you came in, there was a bit of sound coming from the hangar, but as you step in, there is no indication of what that sound was. Sounded something like sparking, almost like the sound that you get when something's being cut or welded.
Mm-hmm.
But as you come in there, you don't really see any indication of anything. Don't see any smoke. Don't see anything like that. You can see that Minerva's ramp is down. The lights in Minerva's shuttle are on.
Are on.
Yep, meaning that she is currently present and aware of what's going on around her.
Okay. And I need a reminder, she is able to talk to Joy now, right?
Uh, if I remember correctly, yes.
Okay.
They have like a connection thing,
Okay. Want to make sure.
which I'm pretty sure is like literally just text to speech, basically.
Okay. So we haven't figured out how to get any way for. Well, I suppose they wouldn't need visual because it would be more of a connection thing.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten that far yet with them. Okay.
Well, it's more so that Mel is rightfully concerned that don't want to give too much
Right.
access to Minerva,
Right. Right.
even though Minerva has a potential murder monkey nearby at all times.
Well, I mean, not even that. I think Lauren is like 99 or 90% convinced that Minerva could probably just fly the coop whenever she wants, so. Because AI and like. Yeah. And that
Who
Minerva is here
knows?
on good faith, but yeah. But that's Lauren with faith anyway, so there you
E.
go. So yeah, she ducks in. I will. I suppose I could roll to see how she comes in because it could be from her little hub as well, which might actually be the case. I won't even roll. She's slipping in from her little
Events.
yeah, from the vents. Yeah.
Skitter, skitter.
Mm-hmm. And so she'll lower herself out of the vent.
After a few moments, when you fully lowered yourself, you can hear Minerva's voice say, "Greetings, Lorne."
Hello, Minerva. How are you doing today?
I am doing well enough.
And now I, out of those few words, attempt my first empathy.
Your first empathy of the day.
Yep.
Right, ooh, 5 successes. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can tell Minerva's tense.
Ooh.
There's a tension in their pathetic voice. Do you comment on that at all?
I am considering. And I think it'll come across as Lorne is considering. And then after weighing this consideration, she reaches back into the vent and pulls something behind her back. Like in a very obvious, like, you know how a kid is hiding something that will be a gift?
Yep. Uh, Minerva will simply say, "Did something I say offend?"
You did not offend. I have
You
come.
seem to be deliberating.
I was, yes. And I will comment on that in a moment. However, I would like to present you something, if you are not opposed.
Very well. Stand closer to the dropship doors so I can see what it is you're presenting.
Lauren moves over.
But Minerva has a couple cameras around her vessel TM. Um, one of them being like right above the doorway to the dropship. You also know the other main one's in the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
But you reckon she probably has a couple others as well, but those are her main two.
Okay. So Lauren stands clearly in the main two.
Yep.
I have been working.
It's
Oh, go ahead.
it's hard to say, if the camera turns on and flickers, but you can imagine it probably is.
Mm-hmm. I have been working on something for a while now that I wish to present to you now, if you would like it.
I cannot comment on it if I don't know what it is.
And she will pull out her handiwork.
Oh,
And let me.
beat it, fish.
It's fish, yep. And let me. I made a little gif of this, so I'll put a no OC because I didn't actually make art of it. I just cropped someone's beaded work.
I made this.
I made yeah. You made this.
This is
I
my
made
work.
this.
I did it all by myself.
All me, only me. Where did I save it? I know I saved it. I know I saved it. There it is. Cha. So she, I'll put no OC. She presents
Nice.
however many of those equals Minerva's crew.
Probably quite a few.
Okay.
Minerva is silent for a moment, and then they will ask. This seems to be a awfully large amount of fish.
I thought, in a way too. I don't think commemorate is the correct word, but more of remember those that have passed. In remembrance of your crew. I meet these fish. And she'll, like, before she was holding them, so to kind of present them together as, like, their school of
Yeah.
fish, basically. But she'll pick one out and hold it up so Minerva can see a single one more clearly.
Minerva's quiet for a bit. You, you could imagine, Lauren, that if like there was a person looking at you right now, they might be squinting at you
Mm-hmm.
almost. It's very hard to gauge just like this prolonged silence from this AI, but eventually they do say, "I thank you for this gift. You do not have to perform it, this task. So thank you, even though my crew meant nothing to you nor your people."
It is worth remembering them.
I have my own databanks with their names, but I still appreciate the gesture.
You are welcome.
If you could place them upon one of the seats, I will have Mindy place them somewhere else at a later point.
All right. Um, if you wish them to be made in a sort of mobile or any other additional arrangements, do let me know.
I think this is good enough.
She nods and she sets her box of fishes down on the seat. Carefully, there's no
They rattle.
jostling.
The beads rattle. There's many beads.
Many beads. With that done, I suppose I can move on to the other topic.
That being,
What was happening in here one moment prior to my arrival?
system maintenance.
But chow. A 4.
A 4?
A 4.
What is this for?
An empathy on system
An
maintenance.
empathy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think there's like a detect lies. This is as close as I get, I think.
It basically serves the same purpose. Detect eyes. There's like other roles that could also work, but this is probably like your best one.
Yeah.
Um, seems to be a bit more to it, but that's not exactly a lie.
Lorne will accept this answer. She'll pry later. She's good at that. Very well. Have you heard of
Go on.
what we have done recently?
Yes, you are investigating a previous battlefield. What I understand.
That was from what she understand?
Yeah.
Okay. We are. We have discovered another AI that is, to put it lightly, worse for wear. We have also discovered another joy. Who is it, Nez? Not as good of a condition as we would hope.
That is something to be expected. The only reason I had not suffered from rampancy or a slew of other disorders is because I was not connected to my mainframe. I was in a standby mode.
The virus is known by all of us, though, right? We knew that that was discussed outwardly.
Yeah, y'all
Okay.
know, well, because Mindy told y'all
Yeah.
that there was a virus that made this AI go
Rampant, or
fucky.
even worse than rampant, basically.
Yeah, made him utterly insane.
Okay. We had thought it was Rapunzel at first, and perhaps it is. But there are signs of a virus, both physically that affected the organic side of things and digitally that affected everything else.
I am going to imagine that these are two separate viruses and not connected.
I believe so.
Mm. If you're asking for my advice on how to deal with my wayward cousin, I would recommend termination. If there was no custody to terminate them, or if they were not deemed a priority target and didn't ever have one present, it would fall upon you to discontinue them,
All right.
or put it more accurately, to kill them.
Their custodian was trying to think of the word. Decommissioned.
Been all for the better that you end this wayward intelligence. It takes quite a feat in order to kill one of the golden giants.
And this is what you believe is the best course.
Yes, if they are afflicted by a virus and they killed their custody, then they are clearly a threat to all living things.
All right.
Perhaps even the non-living as well.
Yes, I think that is the case. Okay. Thank you for your counsel.
I wouldn't call it counsel as it is much more being pragmatic. Wouldn't it do to have a volatile AI existing around? It's bad enough that they have survived this long out here, and it is quite likely that they would continue to exist here unimpeded until their systems rotted away. Their systems probably already are rotting away. So it's more of a mercy than anything. Much like the case of this other joy model you have encountered. My autonomous ship self was able to maintain sporadic repairs and system maintenance over the generations. Sorry, over the centuries. It is unlikely that this station was able to do the same. Any repairs it was able to outfit were likely done with stores of the station or salvaged parts from the station.
Yes, it did seem the case. There was a lot of structural collapse and many unsafe areas to tread.
All the more reason that it is a mercy rather than a execution. I'm sure if any of your companions were volatile under their conditions, not their... No. Volatile due to conditions that are not their own. I'm sure, and there was no cure for it. I'm sure you would want them to be put to rest.
We would do everything we could to alleviate the symptoms first. I think in this case, it's more of the virus that scares us. Both of them, really.
Viruses that can corrupt our core foundations. Some might call it our integral codes. I know religious advocates called it our soul, but regardless what you call it, any virus or malicious software capable of altering or affecting it is a virus which should make you scared. It is akin to a biological virus that changes your core identity and personality. And there isn't a cure because you don't want there to be a cure. This is how you are now. This is who you are. It's who you've always been, because the old you has died, replaced with something new. At least that's what it sounds like.
A terrible thing.
Yes, and that is why I say that it would simply be a mercy to terminate them.
All right.
No moral quandaries for you.
There will always be moral quandary.
This is why I said there should be none in this case. The way I see it, my wayward sibling's already dead. There's just a disjointed mind and this virus puppeting their corpse.
Give me a second to look up my notes on Dark. I know we got their full name.
Which one?
The Dark on the station.
Watcher in the Dark is her
Watcher
name.
in the Dark, okay.
And it's also spelt weirdly.
Okay.
Because all the AIs have a sense of humor.
Oh, it's just their typing quirk.
Yeah. You also know that in one of your handful of text logs that you found, someone did refer to her as Darky.
Darky? Okay.
Yeah.
So probably people who were closest to her called her Darky. Do you know of a Watcher in the Dark?
She seems to consider, and then she says, "No, but I know of the classification for that type of model. Mostly used upon observation stations or resupply stations."
I suppose the name is apt.
Yes.
Was Was that during your time?
Yes. I would imagine that it is likely that my ship self did dock at either their station or perhaps one of their direct siblings. But I had no interactions with an AI by that name.
Hmm.
Or it is possible that those logs have been a part of them that were changed, altered, or corrupted.
It is possible. If I learn more, I will let you know.
Since you have been kind enough to give me that gift, I will impart upon you some information. The station's communications when you continue your salvage operation.
Yes?
Scrap them completely.
All right.
That's where the malicious code came from. It has been attempting to communicate with my current ship self using outdated, even by my standards, Imperial codes to gain access. I imagine that there is likely a module connected to them somewhere, which houses the origin of this virus.
Okay. And you are well?
Yes, you need not worry about your vessel. It is not Imperial.
But yourself, you are well?
Yes. As a battleship, they say, as a drop ship.
Mm-hmm. Well, her coding, though, like her hardware is still Battleship.
Yeah, as a battleship that had to routinely deal with cybernetic warfare, I am quite apt at recognizing cybernetic attacks. Even though most of my brethren are also apt in recognizing it. Station AIs might be caught unawares when they, or even facility AIs might be caught unaware when interacting with supposedly friendly signals.
It is unfortunate what happened.
Yes, that is the way of things. Sabotage and the like.
In times
But,
of war, I suppose.
yes, I simply make the recommendations because I highly doubt you want to accidentally have this malicious code spread further.
Correct.
So to be safe, destroy all the communication arrays of the station and the other ships in this graveyard, and you will be good.
Lorne nods.
Also, you made a roll. What was your roll for?
A 5 in empathy when she said she's good.
Yeah,
She
she's
good?
good.
She's good. Okay.
Yeah, there's just that tension still, but you don't think that tension has to do with that. You think the tension has to do with something else, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, Minerva's totally up to something. Lorne just doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, in Lorne's mind, if Minerva wanted us dead, like, we were dead, so.
Minerva. I can leave any time I want. You just hold my crew hostage. Angie face.
Yeah, well, we like your crew. Well, we like one of your crew. Lorne wants to know the rest of the crew, but they gotta be unangy with her first.
Choi works really hard to make them unangy.
Yeah. Believe in your joy.
All right. Do we want to end that one there?
Okay, I think that's good. She would press on just a quick to ensure that the VI are fine as well.
Oh well,
I presume Minerva
Minerva
would have said.
Minerva would definitely say that, like, unless you've connected them to a Imperial communication array, they should be fine.
The little display hub for Joy, that doesn't qualify though. That's a
Yeah,
projection,
no,
right?
that's all house made by Mindy.
Okay, thumbs up. Okay,
So yeah, y'all are
Lorne will
good.
pass that knowledge on.
Yeah, and with that knowledge, I now don't need to make a rule to see if y'all accidentally spread a computer pandemic.
Thank God.
Comes back to a catcher station. Catcher station's dead. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh no. Okay, cool. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yay.
Wherever we go, we cause pandemic and turmoil. Not this time.
Not this time. We got it. Oh, thank goodness. I presume if we destroy that infected Joy will still be very
Un-
worse off.
Unfortunately, infected Joy is still infected Joy.
Okay.
There's only so much you could do for him.
The
But
RP
yeah,
will be very sad.
killing a robot? How can that be sad?
Sad. Sad. Make Lauren sad. Boo hoo.
Anywho, I hope you're happy for your RPs.
I am happy. Thank you very much.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Kareem. I hope you didn't want any RPs from me.
No.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I would.
think I am.
I'm so tired, Kareem.
No, you don't have to worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. I am not one of the people who appreciates your campaign so much and loves it so much that they will hunt you down and spear you so that they could get RPs better here. I appreciate it, but I don't want to spear you for RPs.
But I'm not spearing. I'm just sitting quietly in a corner waiting.
This is
Steepling my
fair.
fingies.
Yeah, I only did this stuff with Andrew because Andrew's been waiting for so long.
Thank you so
This
much.
is yes, this is a long awaited. I would say I'm in the same boat with Andrea. She's been waiting for a black one, but I sit here.
I'll grab your
Well,
black, I promise.
well,
Oh no, it's on me. I don't.
why not do it right now, you two,
No.
and I can go to bed.
No, I'm
You
tired.
can go to bed. Go ahead.
Just go to bed. Yeah.
Go to bed.
Well, thank you for the RPs.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
listening there, Kareem.